So I just came back from locals, and I guess you can say it was lit. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have my first placed Fire King deck. I haven't been posting because I was sick for a little bit. When I went to locals Tuesday, I wasn't 100%. So I didn't want to take the camera and carry everything. I was about 80–85%, and it happened to be the day that I actually played out of my mind. First match I went against Trap Tricks, second was Centurion, third was Snake Eye Pure, fourth match was Snake Eye Fire King, or Fire King Snake Eye, the mirror match, and then last round was Sword Soul. That one we tied. It was already late. We were tired. We just wanted to go home. So let me go ahead and get into it. I don't want to waste y'all's time anymore. So let's hop in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the main deck with the Fire King engine first. Now that we have everything figured out, the Fire King engine is basically one Ponix, one Garunix, one High King Avatar Arvada, two Kirin. I know most people are playing 3. But I was trying to keep it at 40, so I just kept it at 2, honestly, which is crazy because I bricked on 1. But obviously you want to see more than 1, that way you have 1 in hand. But I will bump it back to 3. I did really great. There was only one time that I actually bricked on 1, and that was against Centurion. But that was game 2, so it didn't really matter. And then we're doing 1 Sanctuary and 1 Fire King Island. I was doing 2 and 2. But we went ahead and changed it, and yeah, honestly I like this because I'm not too heavy on the Fire King, so that way we can play more Snake Eyes. And then on to the Snake Eye package, we're doing 3 Snake Eye Ash, 2 Poplar or Populous. I still like Populous. Poplar sounds just weird. 1 Snake Eye Oak and 1 Flamberge. Now, for those who don't know by now, Ash is your 1 card starter. Populous is basically the card that lets you add the original Sinful Spoils and a free body. When it goes to the grave, it goes to Spell Trap Zone. Oak is an extender, and it actually helped me win round 4 of the tournament. Because I had Cosmic Cyclone. I tried to get rid of one of his set because he had just activated an Imperm. He didn't really know what he had, so he activated Crossout, called Ash. Perfect. Normal summon Oak because I had normal summoned, and proceed to OTK, which is really, really nice. That's it for the Snake Eye engine as far as the monsters. Then for the spells, we do have 1 original Sinful Spoils and 1 Divine Temple of the Snake Eye. So Snake Eye is a good way to help unbrick your hand, more or less. So like if you have like 4 hand traps and this on your first turn, because you called going first, you obviously bricked, you'll just activate this, put your Snake Eye Ash into the Spell Trap Zone, and then on your opponent's turn, once they summon, you can pop off your combo at the same time you're hand trapping them, which is absolutely nice. And then I know that a lot of y'all saw on the UDS that Cotton and Cam the Man Neo were playing this, and honestly it's becoming a really nice build with the Fire King Snake Eye, but at this point we're leaning more towards Snake Eye because Snake Eye by itself pure is like absolutely broken. And then for the Wanted package, we're doing 1 Witch and 3 Wanted spells. Honestly, I saw this maybe a few times, and even when I did, it comes in clutch. I know these are very expensive. I know that the price has gone up. Hopefully they get a reprint soon. But yeah, I mean, Wanted, this package has been pretty amazing. If you don't see Ash, you can get to Ash with this and Populous, and it helps out so much. And for the last spells, 2 Bonfire, because Bonfire is really expensive. I'm still trying to get the 3rd one, but I also don't want to spend $100+ for 1 copy. And even at a homie discount, it'd be like $100. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be paying $100 for one card unless I absolutely need it. And I mean, as of right now, I really don't need it too much. So if I pull one, cool. If I have the extra money, cool. But I have seen people do the parallel exceeds to replace their bonfire, to go into the Banshee, and then Banshee add Populous or Poplar, which is actually a really good idea, budget option as well. But yeah, I mean, bonfires, it's a one card starter literally. So, and then for the hand traps, we're doing 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Droll, 3 Nibiru, 3 Imperm. So we are running 15 hand traps. Droll came in clutch. I mean, everything basically did their job. Typically, I held the Nibiru in, like, if I'm going second, I held the Nibiru the entire time until they were done with the combo, and the end just nib. Because at that point, they have already used Flamberge effect. But that's something you do have to remember. If they already use a Flamberge effect, yeah, this is a free summon. They can't really do anything. But you have to keep track of what they've done. And then the last 3 cards to help us out was Cross Out Designator. We did see Jesse Cotton use these in the UDS. These are main deck. However, the only time I used Cross Out Designator was against the the Snake Eye Pure match, and it was game 3, 1-1. I activate Anti-Spell. He chains Cosmic Cyclone, target the Anti-Spell, and then I chain Cross Out Designator, call Cosmic Cyclone because I still had them in case he wanted to activate whatever it was, like the Snake Eye field spell. So this came in clutch for that and that only. Other than that, I did not use it at all the entire time, but it was a security blanket in case that I didn't know or remember certain lines for the deck, because this deck is very difficult to pilot. But yeah, so that's it for the main deck, 40 cards. All right, now for the extra deck. For the Link ones, we are doing 1 Link Karibo and 1 Anima. Like I said, like prior to this, I was on Anima, but Anima was the rank 8 Fire King monster that nobody ever uses now, which is crazy that nobody is using it. Anima definitely was the good substitution for it. For the Link 2s, we have your typical, your Dark Charmer, Hida, your IP Masquerena, Little Knight I almost never went into. Sunlight Wolf I went into once or twice. Next Link 2 is Nightmare Phoenix. And Phoenix actually comes in clutch, or comes in play with protecting in case you do go into IP, because monsters that are co-linked can't be destroyed by battle, and a lot of people like to run over your Little Knight. And so, and on top of this, honestly, you can use this as a co-link arrow for your other monsters for the OTK line. And I can show you that right after this. Then we have 2 Promethean Princess. I've only went into two of the second one once. And at that time, even then, it was called by the grave on the one in the grave, and I completely forgot it was negated. So at that point, it was just an extra body I had on field. We had 1 Swarm Ship, Ambloel, 1 Raging Phoenix, 1 Zelantis, 1 Appaloosa Bow the Goddess, and 1 Decode Talker Heat Soul. Yeah, so Heat Soul I went into once. Appaloosa I never went into, and honestly I don't know if I even want to have it in here anymore, but I think it's more of like a just in case card, you know, for simple, like against Rescue Ace or whatever the case may be. You can go into Appaloosa and they normal summon Hydrant. Well, you already have the negate anyway. So but as far as the line I was talking about, you can, if you have Zelantis, you have Phoenix. Let's just do that. Phoenix, and depending on whether you use the, yeah, so for the OTK line. So at this point, you can pop 3 cards on the field. And then also, like, if you don't have, oh, I'm sorry, not even Heat Soul. That's the wrong card. It's this one. There it goes. Okay, that's better. Let's say that you didn't, like you had extra bodies or whatever the case may be, and this is still engraved. In the battle phase, because this pops or destroys cards on the field, so it doesn't have to be specifically your opponent's field, it can be your cards also, right? So you can attack, you're short, you can do Zelantis effect, pop the princess, and then that'll trigger the Raging Phoenix, bring out Phoenix, it'll gain the 27 from your princess, and basically kill for game also, in case you want to play under nib, because sometimes we can get a little carried away with the combos. So now on to the side deck. We are running 3 Spooky Dogwood. This is for mainly the mirror matches or for time, because we're in a format where everything does take forever, and you do have people that still don't know all the lines of the decks, which they can take forever. I've seen it happen. Then I also have 3 Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell was more of like the count, like not the counter, but I cited this in for the mirror matches for Garunix. When it came to Snake Eye, like the only thing Ghost Spell can hit is the Flamberge, and even then they run 2, right? So Ghost Spell didn't really do anything. The only other deck this can be for is for Labyrinth. So in the future, I'm actually gonna take out Ghost Spell. And I might put something else. I can't think of it at the moment, but we'll figure it out. And then for back row, we have Lightning Storm and 3 Cosmic Cyclones. The Cyclones actually help against the Fire King matchup for the spell, for the field spell, because you do that and it just completely wipes your board. Princess is dead. I mean, Ambler Will can trigger, right? Bring one out, but at that point, typically you would bring out the IP, because you don't have any other Link 2 or lower, or anything else that'll help you trigger Promethean Princess. So they're kind of like screwed on that one. And then for going first, which helped me against Centurion and the Fire King Pure, was the Anti-Spell Fragrance. They can play around it depending on what happens or what they do, but like I said, you have the crossouts, save me from the Cosmic Cyclone, Anti-Spell stayed. They basically just set, pass, and I was able to OTK. And then the Kurikara, which is searchable with Snake Eye Ash. It didn't come up. I think the only time I actually cited this in was against the Centurion player. But even then, it didn't really do anything. So I might be taking this and the 3 Ghost Spells out. Ghost Spells might be taken out for Phantasmes, because Phantasmes are really good. And being that we have hand traps, it's perfect. And then another thing that I'm not sure if people are aware, because it happened against the Centurion player, and he was like, hey, yo, what the hell? I didn't know you could do that, right? So I, game 3, played around Super Poly. Typically your end board is like, right, so this is Spell Trap, this is your extra monster zone, and with this you can go play into Super Poly, right? But to avoid it, you can simply just link away the Ambler Well into your Zelantis, use the effect, place them where you want or however you want. I typically put them in the middle, move this over, so that way if anything happens, I can co-link, and if they try to, you know, beat over or whatever, you can IP Masquerena into your Little Knight, and then if they try to run over Little Knight, you can do Zelantis effect in the battle phase, pop 2 cards. So just in case y'all didn't know, that is a line that y'all can use or do to play around Super Poly. But I appreciate y'all guys, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.